You with it right here with who I started with. We something like a Spartan. It's going hard regardless. I'm from the 826 plus 5. Mo bitches, H-Ray, Central Coast, mob and suicide. Always arsonist. I step in the booth and cast. I gotta keep it lit. Engineer all my music. I work hard at this.
That's right, and we're back. We're live on Chicano Tube. We're live on Chicano Street. This is the calle where all the raza hangs at. I appreciate all the beautiful linda raza that's already tapping in, dropping comments. Gracias for spending the little quick mix, midday fix with me. Gracias all the day oneers. Of course, everyone inside the members only, the backbone of the community, man. I appreciate you guys more than you know. And all the Chicano channels, all the Chicano pages, you know who you are. Hey, I send mines in full. It's all respeto, it's all unity, it's all love. It's a new day, it's a new year, and here we are pressing forward, keeping it pushing, advancing the raza is the only option. That's absolutely point blank, period. The only objective, man. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and talk about man, something that came across my feed not too long ago. I think people have been just circulating it now for at least maybe 2 hours. Descansa en paz, RIP over to Ken Flores, Ken Bone. I call him Ken Bone. Ken Flores, man. He was a comedian, talented individual, raza, and he was gone too soon. Now, of course, you got to respect privacy because, you already know how the Mexicanos are. ¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué pasó? Cálmase, gente. Not right now. It's not time to tap into our pinche Mexicano tendencies, but it's time to respect the family because 28 years old? Man, that's too young. The new White House press secretary, La Mona, ¿cómo se llama La Mona? Caroline Levitt, something like that. She's only 27 years old. She's the youngest White House press secretary, right? O sea, so much life left. It's a damn shame, man. He was so funny. One of the last stand-up shows that he did, este way was, and I know people get mad at comedians, they get offended, people that need to wear pinchy tampons, cálmase. He was going in on he was going in on Latinos, man. Okay. Yeah, he said something like this, pinchy Ken Bone. He goes, in the beginning, it was just us Mexicans and los pinches güeros, que you're racist and and get out of here. And then he says something like this. He goes, and now we team up with the gabachos and say, hey, help us get these motherfuckers out of here, man. We don't want them here. And he's talking about que venezolanos and all kinds of shit. Again, if comedy offends you, don't watch a comedy show because there is no filter. And if you sit at a comedy show, if you are sitting there, just know that you are prone to get singled out and clowned on. But that ain't nothing new. We used to clown and cap on each other. I remember when they came out with a cap book. It was back in the 90s, very early 90s. It was a yellow book. It was a yellow book, and it had un chingo de joke. Your mama saw this, your mama saw that, and all that shit, right? Be careful, though. Be careful who you tell that to. I myself used to have a big button. I don't have it anymore, man. I'm glad that I don't give people that power over me anymore. But I used to have a big button, man. What I've ran at least 3-4 fades in my life. At least 3-4 fades in my life. For someone saying something about moms. So again, don't get offended, man. But you know what? He's gone too soon, man. Just on the outside looking at it, I think people said that he was alluding to health issues and complications, man. That's a damn shame. It is. We're in a culture now where it's like we encourage that, right? We see someone putting borracheras every fucking weekend on social media. Oh my gosh, you guys had a blast. You guys had a blast. And then while you're telling them they're having a blast, having borracheras every single weekend, then all of a sudden, rest in peace to the person. Please respect our privacy. I'm not saying this is what happened to Ken Bone, but that's the kind of shit that we have to unnormalize. People say, oh, well, if like, I forgot who I said. Oh, the wifey. Me and the wifey were talking about. She showed me Lucero, very popular, famous actress, singer, I want to say. No matter what, Lucero is a staple, right? In the country of Mexico, right? And so she had a daughter with Mijares, okay, another singer, right? Chivato feo, okay, un pinche vato feo. Um, and Lucero, she looks like a model. You know what I mean? Even though she pushing 60, she must be pushing 60. Okay, looks like a model. Well, the daughter just doesn't look like her. Looks more like the dad, and just has an appearance. Let's just say this, because let's just keep it politically correct, I guess, cabrones, or the sensitive crowd. Didn't look like the mom. Look more like the dad. Let's just say that, and look very unhealthy. But sometimes we call it body shaming. When you sometimes when you hold back your pinche palabras, though, hey, you gotta fucking snap out of it, man. What the fuck are you doing? Blah 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 blah. Sometimes it was that moment that they needed in order to snap out of it and finally get a grip on it, man. Before we see a post that says RIP. So again, compromised health is a danger to all of us, man. We got RFK Jr., who's making it his sole mission to end chronic disease. And a lot of it has to do with, well, how we live, man. How we live. But again, man, came across my feed, gone too soon. He had just posted the whole national tour, not even 2 weeks ago. He had posted the whole national tour, man. Me agüito, man. Estoy agüitado, man. Estoy agüitado. Let me pull up right here. I'm grabbing a Jamba Juice. Bring you guys with me. Then we gotta go see mom. Let's see what's going on in the comment section right now. What's everyone talking about? We're talking about the shorts that I posted, cabrones. No se agüiten, man. A Prisoner's Awakening. I send my boy. Oh man, I'm laughing because you probably know already, cabron. You probably follow chemo, right? Or maybe you don't. Or maybe you're blocked. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. But L, he posted a clip of you saying about the individual probably was sold up with a chirujo that you heard. Oh man, I just say just be transparent, man. I have a lot more respect for people who are transparent. You know what I mean? Hello, Death Row just stepped in the casa. That's right, man. Light them up, juice them up. Yes, Mike. You got me. Yes, please. Awesome. Death Row, that's right. Strap them up, juice them up, cabron. Especially that one pendejo last night. You need to juice this dude up, man. What happened was he unalived. Awesome. Thank you much. He unalived his wife in front of his kids. And some people they get mad when I say it, but it's true. It's true. I mean, well, Mikey, I didn't vote for that. Yeah, but who you voted for would have kept that. Who you voted for? And again, Pete Dog got at me. Ain't you, Pete Dog? Who are you talking to? I'm talking about these cabrones that would DM me, right? Get out, you're voting for this, you're voting for that, and blah 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 and blah blah blah, right? Okay. And then when I go back to them and I say, oh, and you're voting for this and you're voting for that, the way you would have voted would have kept that dude another 4 years at least, living his life. He wasn't even paying rent. He was living on government money. They were giving him money, EBT cards. They were giving him bank accounts to the point where New York said, we have no more resources to give to nobody. Don't bring no one else over here. We don't got the space for them. Do you see how the reality of the policy sooner or later will affect you, man? Fuck your feelings. If it don't make sense, we got to bring common sense right back in the picture, man. PB banana protein, double shot of whey. Gente never gets soy. Soy is the number one testosterone killer. When you eat Chinese food, you're eating soy. When you're eating soy and you're a man, you're killing testosterone. Kill testosterone, it's all bad. It's all bad. That's force. That's strength. Let me read some comments. Hold on, my bad. All right. Mile Hustle just stepped in the building. That's right, man. I appreciate you, cabron. I know you're froggy. I know you're looking for a fight, cabron. I haven't even got no fights on my mind right now because you know when I go in and fight, I'm all the way in it. Now that I joined the Hispanic Assembly, um, and I got myself committed over to that because I want to help the farm workers. I got more and more shit on my plate, bro. And then again, we're going to the White House, cabrones. Show! Well, Mikey, out of the guy out there, man. Imagine, man, rest in peace. If my mom was still alive and I told her I'm mom, man, I would give $100 billion, man, just to be able to talk to her one more time. But I would tell her like this. Mamá, fíjate que el nuevo presidente abrió a la prensa, a diferentes podcasters, a diferentes influencers, y me escribí, metí mi solicitud. ¿Cómo? ¿Sí? Now, of course, going over there, obviously, that's on your dime, right? You got to get to the White House, but I would attend the Latino summit. Okay. Which Karina, you said it, amiga. I'm holding you to your word. I would attend the summit and then make it a trip. I would stay another week in DC, and if I got the press pass, then we'd go. Then we'd go. We'd attend it. Shit, man. Imagine that vlog. That's crazy. Que hola, gente. Saludos. That's right. Southern Califas just stepped in the building. That's right, my boy. I appreciate you. Respects over to the OG, Lita. He's holding it down over there, man. Rottweilers y todo. Dang, RIP. Yeah, that's right, man. Crazy. Just stepped in the casa. I said, Mile High. Boxer said you got lucky. Oh, man. Oh, man. That's crazy. You know, anyone could say anything they want, man. And then when the bell rings, we're going to find out. We're going to find out. 1,000-yard stare won't help you. Doing 100 years in ADX level 20 won't help you. Your reputation as a teenager, 20s, 30s, 40s, that won't help you. Your corner, they can't fight for you. So at the end of the day, Mile High put on a great performance. He put hands. I'm sure if he watches it, you know, you always get better. So he thought we watch the tape, you'll get better. My mind's not on a fight right now, even though I've had a verbal already for a bare knuckle fight. My mind's not even on that, man, to be honest with you. Just gotta keep it a buck. OC704, that's right, my boy. I appreciate you, man. That's right. Sending love. That's right. OC714. Ken Flores died. Damn, man. 20. What happened? I mean, obviously we respect the privacy of the family. There had to be underlying conditions, carnal. You know what's crazy, bro? This is crazy. How 19 in the 1940s, in the 1950s, in the 1960s, in the United States, when someone was obese, okay, don't get offended, cabrones. That's a nice word. I didn't say FAT. Okay, I said obese for the sensitive people. If someone was obese in the 1940s, 50s, and 60s, they would fucking study them. They would stand around, study them. They would do labs. They would pull blood, urine, hair follicle. That's how much of a culture shock it was. Now it's the opposite. Now in the United States, chronic disease that leads to deaths, and the biggest one being obesity. Because I mean, I'm just gonna keep it a buck. I know no se agüiten, gente. Okay, I already know those pinches vatos are gonna get mad. Mikey, the ones that pistean todo el fin de semana. You're doing that to your fucking body. It's the pressures on your heart, man. The fucking pressure is on your heart. Every time you gotta wake up, you carry that weight that's excess. The pressure is on your heart. High blood pressure. That's what leads to high blood pressure. Your heart has to work overtime to. So I think it was just underlying conditions, man. Underlying conditions. Sometimes we don't need people around us to tell us, "Oh, you're the man. You're the." We need someone around us to fucking hit the brakes on us, man. It reminded me of this one. It was a hitman for Pablo Escobar. One of the hitmen, right? I'm sure he had a lot, right? One of the hitmen for Pablo Escobar. I know you guys are laughing at that short that I did about cocaine, right? What's Colombia gonna give us? Well, we got yayo. Um, saying yo, dude, damn, he's banging. Brazy came out banging. You know what happened to Brazy in real life? And keep it a buck over here in Northern California. The only reason we bought the Damu Riders was because of all the bandanas. Let's just keep it a buck, man. You know what happened to Brazy? They set him up, man. They set up Brazy, B Brazy from Damu Riders, 108 Denver Lane or 109. Uh, they set him up in a hotel, man. They got a girl to go to a hotel room, and they obviously she was in on it. Okay, remember the Tupac song "Dusted and Disgusted"? Yeah, that's what happened to B Brazy. And he walked in that room, and it was full of enemies, and they unalived him. That's crazy shit, man. That's gang banging shit, man. That ain't net banging. That ain't like the Banda world. He wants to show a little fusca. That's how I know he's from the new generation. He wants to show a fusca, so give the people evidence. You know what I mean? Give the law enforcement evidence. So he pulls up his waistband. Look at me, a little fusca. I'm hard because I'm on the internet with a fusca. But anyways, yeah, that's what happened to him. Some real shit, man. I just quit my job to start the Mexican underground. Oh man, is that what you're gonna do, Cabron? Barry's gonna be the Robin Hood, man, of 2025, man. He's gonna build an underground tunnel, man. That's gonna have people coming to work and then going back. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know, man. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. What's not crazy is common sense, man. But people, it's crazy because it's like they gang bang politics, red and blue. Fuck that, Mikey. It's blue, blue, blue. Damn. Just because you bang blue in real life, don't mean you gotta bang political blue. Where's common sense at, man? No, fuck that. This and that, and I get it, man. Oh, Mikey, you're talking. You back up the gavachos, so I can't think for myself. So everything I do is through a gavacho lens, or there's some kind of gavacho behind me, or there's some gavacho pushing my buttons or pulling my strings. Get the fuck out of here, man. Get out of here, man. At this point in my life, I want to be a follower and controlled by someone. Get out of here, man. All right, let me see what's next, man. The Banda World got the 2-for-1s on the front. The first time I seen that, yeah, I was in the county. 2-for-1s, 3-for-1s, and I seen people hustling, right? Gambling, paying for trays, and this and this and that. And um, that was a trip, man. It was a wild jungle. It was crazy, man. I can't believe they had dog cages in there. B-Wing was dog cages. Literally. I don't even know if there's another county that has standing dog cages like Monterey County. That was a trip, man. That was a trip. And I see one of my closest partners. He just got done doing 10 and didn't even last 90 days on the streets and caught 20. I think he got a deal, 20 something with some strikes. He just came home and then his picture popped up on my feed and I'm like, man, he's doing good, man. Shout out to Mondo, man. Remember one time I seen him and he gave my son, he gave him $10 on those 90 days he was out. I ran into him at Macy's. What a coincidence. He gave my son $10 for his birthday. That was my oldest son, Mikey. And he was in a stroller back then. This is a long time ago. You know what I mean? Um, was it Mikey? I think it was Mikey, man. Vamos steal Trump, vamos America. Well, that's right, man. We got Miss Chicano too, just stepped in the building, wrenched up. She said, living in a world where we can't call out unhealthy eating without being told we're body shaming is wild. So when is the truth a bad thing? Well, that amor, that stopped. They put the brakes on that January 20th. O sea, common sense. Gente, $50 million was in last year's budget to purchase condoms to send them to Gaza. To me, if I was an auditor, that red flag automatically, which I think they're doing right now, would cause a full audit of everything they were spending, man. That's crazy, man. Again, we're talking about an ideology that's less than 1%, right? When people say, well, what about chirujos? And I don't want no one get harmed. I don't even want chirujos to get harmed. You think I want that? I don't want that. But it's crazy all the money they're putting into, right? Paint rainbows. All the fire hydrants in LA are painted like rainbows, but ain't got no water in it. What's more important? To them, what was important was the message, the rainbow, not the people, because the fires came and there's no water. But people don't, again, they'll take a shit on the president, but people don't want to give a thank you. They just opened all the water up to LA again because of the pressure of the president going over there. They don't want to look bad because their constituents are looking at them like, like the president's speaking for us. And what about you guys that we voted? You 4 or 5 fucking people that were sitting over here, all these commissioners, all these, politicians. And they felt the pressure so much, they rerouted the water right back to Southern California. Is that what it had to take? It had to take 20 something people losing their lives and hundreds of people losing their homes for common sense to get back to normal? Oh, ah, man. Damn, all the fire hydrants taste the rainbow. No pinche agua. That hits hard. It's it was for a pescado way. It was a fish that's called a smelt. That, to be honest, it's more like it was like a bait. It's like a sardine. Well, and then the guy, the governor, smiling. We're doing great things, man. We're opening up, the rivers, and we're protecting the fish, and it sounds good until the rubber hits the road. It sounds good, so we gotta get back to common sense, man. Risky business, or you don't know if it's him. It might be a bot. I don't know. If anyone wants to breaking women and children deported. Hey, you're in a better world today, cabron. Whether you want to admit it or not, bro, you should just wear it on your chest, cabron, and say, "I'm a man for Kamala." You should just wear it on your chest, bro. Instead of the indirects, I'm not saying you're putting memes. You don't really have social media. Other people put memes. It's like internet advocates, huh? Well, the rubber hit the road over here. We're part of the Hispanic Assembly now. That I got an initiative on the ballot that's going to be heard on the agenda on 210. And this is in regards to the farm workers. So I can have all Monterey County contractors and the ag field owners be in cooperation and open a line of communication with ICE and CBP, man. That's what we want because it's the backbone of this is a $15 billion industry. And we're not the biggest county, but we make a lot of money. And most of it, of course, the güeros are owners of the land. They make a lot of money. So, hey, you got to meet us in the middle, cabrones. We want communication. We want to know what's up. And of course, we're going to cooperate. We're not breaking laws over here, man. Those days are done. So, yeah, Risky, say what you want to say, cabron. It's all good, cabron. 4 years of shitting, cabron. It's all good, cabron. You got a voice, wait. So people up their feelings in her time go. Damn, man. L just stepped in the building. That's right, my boy. Oh, no, he's been in the building, man. That clip that Chemo did. Oh, man, that's crazy. Trump is handling business and crazy parties. The comment says, I didn't even talk about politics, bro, from the election to January 20th, man. People are like, man, fuck it. So we're talking about everything else, right? A little bit of cheese, man. You know what I mean? I was still on Alvin's helmet back then, but Alvin he got a huge slice of humble pie. I mean, imagine you come back on the yarda and the dude that removed you is on the yarda. How's he acting? He's again, I don't wish nothing on him, you know. Uh just push for Latinos, man. Push for Latinos, bro. Ron Garcia's laughing. The EPA has a ban on so-called endangered species. It's all about the money, that's all. It's pure corruption. Damn it. They say the biggest scam, bro, is the passive bill and the passive measure. Why? Because the people that want to line their pockets up, they line their pockets, man. And how do you get the people to support you? Hit their emotional heart, man. Once you get people, I'm mad, I'm upset. Selena Gomez crying, oh my gosh, I wish I could do something in your $20 million mansion. I wish I could do something. She's part Mexican. Okay, on the dad's side. The dad has something. The dad has, of course, the dad's Mexican, but la mama's güera, and then all the mom's lineage is güera, so she's more güera. She's more güera. But I wish I could do something. How is this affecting you in your bubble, in your palace, in your high lofty mansion? How is this really affecting you? Now, I'm not saying no one can speak. No, you can speak out on it, man. But you look kind of funny when you become an internet advocate. When your whole thing, they just look at you and pinche vato. You know, the dude looks like a pinche cholo, and he's talking about politics. Well, that's off. Or se mira como un pinche vato corriente, and he's talking politics. Well, that's off. You know, or someone that just doesn't give a shit, never mentioned anything until January 20th. But it's all good, man. Send the Lincoln Riley. That's the one I was talking about. Wait. People were like, well, Mikey, what policy you making? No, I was talking about the Lincoln Riley Act. Okay. There was 41 Democrats that said, no, this is common sense, man. This is common sense. But then there's the majority of them that says, don't deport anybody. Oh, even if they unalive are someone or hurt a child, don't deport them? Some people are voting for these people. That's what's a trip, man. That's a trip, man. Is that Machorra fire chief gone? I haven't heard anything. Well, when you start hearing something like that on the LA, the heads of LA start getting, start rolling, everyone will know, man. Let's get back to Ken Bone, man. Let's get back to Ken Bone. I guess we can kind of correlate Ken Bone's passing also with, we had RFK that just got confirmed, man. And they're on his helmet, man. They're on his helmet because he wants to ban foods that are going to take us to our graves sooner than later. So sometimes the raza doesn't even know what's good for them. Why? Because it's not what the cool kids are talking about, right? And then someone else posted, I guess there was a meme that was going around, right? The construction worker getting arrested, or I don't even know if it was ICE, police. I don't even know if he has warrant. Who knows? He could have fucking shot five. He could have unalived like the other dude, his wife in front of the kids. We don't know, right? But it's very noble. You post them, oh my gosh, this is bad, man. This is bad, man. All of America's leaving, because of 47. But anyways, propaganda's a motherfucker. They put a Latino, they put a Latinos for Trump logo on the back. Que gacho, man. You guys that did that are gacho fucking sauce, man. Gacho. Why are you gonna put a Latino for Trump logo? Well, of course we know why, right? We know why, right? You know, what's crazy is AOC said, they asked her, hey, why do you think 47 got elected? And she said something that was so true. I'm like, the truth came out of her mouth. She can tell the truth, right? A lot of people call the Mexican president the new AOC, right? But that's a whole nother topic. Well, that's that country, you know what I mean? Mexico will deal with Mexico, right? She said, it's because he has been more normalized. Not like in 2016 when they were burning cities down. They were killing people in the name of equity, justice. People were dying. That's crazy. And then the reporters were in front of these infernos. These cities were burning up in 16, 17, all the rioting and shit like that, right? BLM and all that. These reporters, well, behind me, and you got an inferno, blazing fire, 2 stories high. Well, behind me, there's a peaceful protest. Some people are doing some things. That's crazy how they softened it, man. And everyone else, oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. It's peaceful. Yeah, that's right. I'll hold.
Tell me why the high today is only 50 degrees, man. Damn. And this is my it's still my birthday month. I'm a Capricorn. um, Trump is revolutionizing politics. Boy, I mean, he was a boxing promoter, hotel billionaire. They never seen someone like that come in politics. I know they haven't. They never seen it till now, cabrón. So something different. It just maybe more people will step up now, con huevos. Like maybe more entertainers, shit, maybe even influencers. You know how he tapped in with the podcast community? It's because he knew, man, he had better advisors than Heels Up Harris. Let's just keep that a buck, man. Let's keep that a buck. What you want around you is smart people, generals too. Let's see what's going on. ACB Chemistry says I can breathe the smell if they let me. That's right, my boy. I appreciate you. Oh, and I seen those comments that you said, wait, about the Chicano tube, the backup channel. And you're right from a financial standpoint to maximize revenue. You're right. We should use all of our media outlets if you want to. I mean, you want to earn other income or make it your main bread and butter to point to your commerce, whatever you got, your businesses, your websites, and all that. I just replied to you, my boy, and I said, "Oh yeah, that makes sense. Financially, that makes sense. But I mean, I'm good. I'm good. I'm really just trying to build the community and not sell anything. You know what I mean? I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm saying what you said was right, but it ain't my plan. It ain't my plan. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna be like Alvin, 100,000 people, or else I'm putting on a show. And then he says, "Well, I want to spend time with my family," and then he comes back. Psh, I'll hold our head. They need to know though, bro. You know what I'm saying? They need to open their eyes to the reality of things that got you, bro. We're making common sense come back in style, man. You know what I mean? All these fairy tales, all these unicorn stuff. Again, very small. 5 or 6 states, 5 or 6 states in the union are trying to push that on the rest of the 44, 45 states. And it's just not happening, bro. Like MC Magic, you seen I posted that clip. He came to America. He was born in Mexico. And it was crazy when MC Magic said, he said, when I came, everyone that crossed in my time, that crossed with me, we all wanted the American dream. He goes, everyone that's crossing right now, quieren matar Americanos. And again, the majority is not raza. Don't get that twisted. We ain't putting no jackets on the raza. You know what I mean? We'll own it when we have to own it. But we're not gonna own all these pinches las güeras, and all the innocent people que están matando other people. Don't throw that jacket on the raza, and don't even think that I'm doing that. You got me fucked up. Level one West Watson says, "Are you gonna wave the Mexican flag?" Bro, this is what a trip is. Here, let me put some more common sense out to the people. Just some common sense. I'm not knocking anything, or you let me know if this is common sense or not. You can let me know. You're protesting in another country, and as you protest in another country, you're flying a flag. You're flying a flag from a country you don't even want to really go back to. Should I say that again? Should I say that again? Even in Mexico, let's keep this a buck. Even in Mexico, the country of Mexico, if other countries came to Mexico, started doing these big ass rallies and these big ass things, and they're flying 10, 20 different flags. None of them are Mexican flags. They come in there flying their flags. You know what the Mexicans are gonna do? They're gonna check that ass. Hey, güey, ¿qué onda con esa pinche bandera, güey? No, tienes que llevar eso a chingar a su. No, 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 aquí no se hace eso, güey. No, 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 vete a la. That is 100%. That happens in Mexico. So why is it different in the United States? You want to come and you want to fly a flag, but you don't want to go back there. Why? I'll hold. And again, I'm not trying to say I'm thinking about this objectively. Nor am I saying get out or no. Ain't no one saying that. Just I'm putting out some points of views, man. It's common sense. It may not be popular, but I don't give a shit. V Morales in the casa. I appreciate you, amiga. Original Chicano tube lady is in the casa. I appreciate you. Detained, what is it, by MS? I ran into some MS dudes in about 95, man, when I was going to Monterey High School. They were at the bus stop over there. I had to run a fade just to get on the bus with like three dudes. And they were like 19, 20. Back in the 90s, we'd be 14, 15, 16 fighting 19, 20, 21 year olds. It was because we had more size too. Back then, it was like one youngster in the 90s is like three youngsters now. But I'll hope. I don't know what happened, man. Maybe the moms drank too much coffee or something. They say it stunts your growth. I don't even know if that's true. The youngsters looking like pencils, man. Yepa. Orale. That's right. So one white girl gets killed and gets a whole bill. That's what happens, bro. It's like, this is what happened. In one of my properties, I'm dealing with this right now. A balcony fell in San Francisco last year. Wait, a balcony, a patio, someone's apartment complex. The pinchy balcony fell. You know what happened when that balcony fell and someone got hurt? They passed the law. Now you know what they have to do? In all 58 counties, they ordered a complete infrastructure analysis of all the patios on all multifamily apartment complexes because it happened in one incident. Now, Lake and Riley, oh, that's not the only one, way. That's not the only one. That again, not raza, but other people, right? Other people, other countries. And I'm not shitting on them. I'm just stating the facts. There was a girl jogging in San Francisco, bro. And some pinchy pendejo went up like on a mountain and he was far away and he sniped a fucking bullet and he killed her, bro. There was a girl in Illinois or Idaho, something with the I. She went jogging, man, amongst the fields and the corn stalks, something she was very used to in her young 20s. A dude pulled up, gagged her, choked her, unalived her, R'd her. That was another incident. That's three that I could think of. But again, something like that happens. All they're saying is this: hey, when something like that happens, the dude or dudette, mostly they're guys, he got to go. He got to go. That's all they were saying. He got to go. And 158 people said, chale, they want him here. They didn't say they want him here. I'm the one putting the extra on that. You know what I mean? That's extra. They're not saying that, but what they're, their whole angle is that it's racist. That's their whole angle. And you know what that is, right? That's because they want to start, fueling fires and get ready. Not right now, but in 4 years. When it's election season, shit happens. How hard out here for my fellow Kens. Yeah, man. But he had a talent, bro. It was making people laugh, man. I mean, why do you think Big Boy, shout out to Big Boy, remember he was on what was Big Boy? He's just popular as hell, man. Why do you think Big Boy lost like 200 pounds, bro? He's like, they probably told him. They probably, you know what? You're probably on your way to a heart attack, man. The doctor probably said, you're on your way to a heart attack, man. Big Boy lost 200 pounds. Again, I'm not referring to Ken in this kind of instance. I'm putting out general information. But gone too soon, it probably was an underlying condition, bro. It probably was, man. But rest in peace over to him. We lost someone that was funny as hell, man. Not just that, man. I don't even know if tenía hijos or no. It didn't say father in the eulogy. It only said uncle, son, grandson, brother, maybe. All right, that's right. R.I.P. That's right. I was just listening to Ken last week. Funny as hell, dude. Yeah, he's funny as hell, man. Keep pushing Theo Trump. Ron Garcia says MS ain't shit in LA. They don't run nothing. Okay, okay. Yeah, one time I went to school, Monterey for like 2 or 3 months, and I used to have to take the bus sometimes. I landed at the bus station one time, and I walked out, and of course, the way I was dressed, of course, it's inviting looks, right? It's inviting ojos, it's inviting whatever. I didn't care, right? And these dudes clocked me, and I clocked them, and I'm like, okay. And then when I got out of school, they were there again, and I'm like, well, here's the fade. I got to catch my bus, so yeah. What am I gonna do? I'm like from Monterey to Salinas. There ain't no other option. Back in those days, it was the bus or nothing. Sometimes you had to run a fade to get on the bus, man. Is what it is. Pete Morales says, Ron Garcia, that's right. I appreciate you. In Mexico City, the flag of Spain is flying everywhere, and they get a pass and keep it 3,000 and above. I'm not knowing, but if you have Joaquin Stanislaus, uh, you have direct knowledge? Okay, cool. ¿Has ido recently? Okay, wait. I went about 3 times last year. Maybe three or 4 times last year. I go. I'm not one of these cabrones that no va. Matter of fact, the new passport should be here within at least 2 to 3 weeks. They say 4 to 6 weeks, but that was like on January 10th. The new passport should be coming, you know. I could have got on the Mexican side too, but nah. Yo soy doble ciudadano. If you are not, you're European, you may not fly your flag. What I was saying, cabron, is that don't get mad if someone gets mad that you're flying another flag in their country. That's all I was saying. It sounds real simple. It's just common sense, right? You know, you're flying your flag, but you're flying it over here. If someone gets mad at that, whatever country you're flying, put yourself in the same position. What would you do? I'll hold. All of a sudden, everyone starts thinking about it. Oh yeah, like where's common sense, man? I think more people are talking with their feelings. Well, fuck that. This is how I feel. Or maybe it's based, you know what it's based on, their own personal situation. And I get it. I get it. I'm not in that situation where my citizenship has to be questioned. I'm not in that situation where I got to look over my shoulder, because I'm sure if ice on that ass is like having a warrant. Now I've been on the run. I've been on the run. Okay. That's members only shit. Members only. If you want that story, members only, because sometimes I forget. My members only that are there, commented in one of the members only video. Hey, the on the run video, Mikey, dropping on the run. Okay, anyways, that's right. Mexico lets everyone fly their flags except Central America, South America, or the Caribbean. Is that right? They got beef like that? You think Mexicans tienen pedo with those countries or what? Wait, I don't know, man. I'm not saying any country's perfect. People swear on a fucking tent on a stack of Bibles that, wow, you're going to bad. And what about the corruption, the history, the black guys? And well, what about it? It's there. What do you want me to do? I swear, man. You think I'm championing? I'm so fucking Captain America, algo así la chingada. I'm here to tell you how it is when a Chicano grows up in the barrio and doesn't have I didn't learn shit from college. Nada indoctrinated. 13 first years summer in Mexico. After that, I got put on. After I got put on, I went so hard. I went to high school only 6 months. That's how hard I went. And then at 8, again, all that bullshit. So I'm telling you how I see things, man. How I see things. But I'm not in a position. I get it, man.
I don't have employees that are not showing up for work. I understand how that could affect the business. The legal affects the financial. Hey, I know. I know. God bless Mikey. That's right. God bless the United States of America. Yeah. Yeah, I would say that even if one of my parents were alive, you know what I mean? I was a little kid in the pinchy 80s. You know, I was back then, American flags were on all kinds of clothes. Tank tops, t-shirts, sweaters. They were buying them. I was wearing them. Again, it's the 80s. It's funny when something so normal gets labeled something with HATE. Like, who the fuck said? When did that happen? No, 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 no. Fuck that. Damn, RIP young homie from the shot. Yeah, man. I was telling you, he was telling jokes. Again, don't get mad. You get Venezuelan jokes. And his last set, and then they had already put out on January 10th. About that time, he put out the whole year's tour, man. It was booked. He was it probably would have been one of his most successful years because every year you're getting better, right? You should be getting better at what you do, right? We're getting better at what we do. Repetition makes a master of anything to anyone. Repetition. So I'm sure this would have been his best year, and he would have had bank. And I just think it was underlying conditions. I'm not saying I know. Definitely not throwing anything. I just think it's underlying conditions, man. And if someone comes to you and checks you and tells you, hey, you better check yourself, man, because you're on your way to un pinche embolio. Don't get mad. People get mad, man. People get offended, man. You need to normalize your friends checking you. Another good. Yeah, that's the one I was talking about. Oh, that wasn't a sniper. There was a sniper incident. Well, it was because it was a rifle. They call it a sniper. Not that the dude was some kind of Green Beret, but he was in the hills up there at you know what they call it, the viewpoint above the bay. What is it called, man? Where they have the telescope way. The Not the moratorium. Something like that. It sounds like moratorium. It sounds something like that. It's on top. He was there, and he shot someone running on the trail below him with like a sniper rifle. Again, it's not to say the whole country is not. It's just to say public safety threats are getting taken off the streets first, and anyone else, they can, man. They can wrangle up. They can wrangle up. I know the press secretary said, hey, I know under the last administration, it's a culture shock that I tell you anyone that does anything illegal is gonna face the law. But back then they were separating. That's why they had that dude 4 years. Free apartment, free food, no rent, no expenses. They had him for 4 years in front of his children. He unalived his wife, man. Now, if I was one of these one way guys trying to shove shit down your throats and tell you it's my way or no way, then I would be telling you, what about you that voted for policies that protect people like him? If I was a dick, then I'd come after you and tell you that. Like, hey, what about you? You voted? I'm just like, come on, man. All I'm trying to do is bring back common sense, man. Should have took the bus to Santa Cruz for the first time. I was fake. Like Santa Cruz and Watsonville, I used to compare that to like here in Monterey County. Once I found out, as a teen, Greenfield and King City, that how they used to go. It was two, but obviously they're on different sides of the color bar, but so that made it natural. But they would always go after each other. So I used to hear about. I have a Santa Cruz Beach boardwalk story. Okay, you want to hear it, cabron? Let me know. It's in the members only. Just drop any of these stories I say, and you want to drill down my members only. What they do is they just comment on any members only video, and they get that content. That's not that shit we put out here because these what fucks it up are these 50, 60-year-old gang members on the internet. And then they wonder why their kids get locked up, catch life, why the kids are strung out on dope, why the kids are running away from home, why the kids are getting all F's and in continuation schools, and why their kids are doing what they did, make a career out of being criminals. But you want to stand cool and take photos and you still dress the same way you dressed as a teenager in your fucking 50s. But I'll hold. What's up, ASS? My Dago's in the building. That's right, my boy. We had Jenny La Chicana call in last night. She's 619. She's Dago, my boy. I appreciate it, man. I did go one time by Chicano Park. Gente, I kid you not, I wanted to soak it in. I don't want to shoot a video. I actually told the wifey, I said, honey, I feel like a clown. Like, I just feel like I need to soak this in and hang about, oh, let's do a video. I felt like I would have felt like a cloud chaser right there. Hey, let's do a video. I'm Chicano Tube and I'm at Chicano. I was like, fuck that, bro. We looked around and it was cool, man. It was cool. Mikey, I never seen you flying the Huelga. I don't have a Huelga bird flag. Um, no, not really. No. I never flown it. To each his own. Like ink on me too. I don't have no dots. I don't have. I know a lot of my friends used to got dots on them. Roman numerals. I don't got no Roman numerals on my body. Now I'm saying I don't have any political shit, but just to each his own way. But flying that, no. Every time I go to San Jose, and the cruising, every car got like two of those flags, man. It's a nice pinchy bird, but what we got to do is just take that bird from something that was meant to be positive, take that away from the negative, man. If we can, man, we need to bring it back, but it's a movement of people united. Unfortunately, the farm workers did turn political, man. If you go to their IG, ain't nothing but blue squares. They support all blue politicians. I'm not saying it's bad to support a blue politician. I'm not. I just told you reality. Sometimes they turn into a money group, man. That's why their membership is dwindled way down. I don't even think they have 15%. Not even maybe 10% are in the union. Why? Because they pay them good now with benefits and they don't need that. But anyways, live on Chicano Tube, live on Chicano Street. You guys, I'm out. I gotta tap in. Tengo jale, cabrones. Tengo jale, man. I'm out, you guys. Hit that like on your way out. Gracias for spending lunch with me. Rest in peace to Ken Bone. Kenny Flores, man. Fly high. Brother gone too soon. The dicho, the good die young, has never been more real than ever, man. That shit is some real shit, man. I'm out, you guys. Remember what I always say? In the end, all you got is the memories.